PS38 students and families. I'm the Frida Kahlo doll. Frida Kahlo was a great Mexican artist, and some of you may remember me from Mr. Zeichner's art room last year. I just want to welcome you to art class, which will be taught remotely this year. I am in Frida's studio now. Some of you may know that she had health problems during her life and had to stay inside a lot. She painted from a wheelchair and sometimes even from her bed. Sometimes it can be a little boring to be stuck at home, but it can also be a great chance to be creative. I hope that you will be able to use this year to turn your own homes into wonderful creative spaces. Well, it was nice talking to you. Now here's Mr. Zeichner.
Well, thank you, Frida Kahlo doll. And hello, everybody. It's me, Mr. Zeichner. I hope you had a great summer. I am the art teacher here for those of you who might be new. And as Frida told you, we will be doing art remotely again this year. I'm going to be in the school, though, teaching you from the classroom. And I'll post some videos and we'll meet on the computer once a week and do art together. Okay, so I'm kind of excited about this. I've been having fun setting the room up. So let's take a little tour and then talk about materials, okay? So here's where I'll be teaching you from. Got some cameras and the green screen set up. And I know you haven't been to the art room in a long time now, but it's the same old art room. Just kind of set up a little differently. Remember Mr. Anatomy Man?
Could somebody please close the window? It's chilly in here.
Here's Frida Kahlo again.
Hello again, everyone.
Okay, Frida, thanks. And, oh, here's a new friend that I got. Astronaut Barbie. And this dragon. You guys probably remember the dragon. And I'm sure you remember these guys.
All right, guys, come on. Take it easy. Take it easy. All right, we'll see you later.
And let's get started talking about the art materials, okay? So I think we can get by with some really basic materials. If you have other things, that's always great. But let's just go over some of the essential materials, okay? So, well, of course, we need a pencil, but I think everyone's going to have a pencil and some way of sharpening it. Another really important thing is the erasers that we use. Now, most of you probably have an eraser like this, a pink eraser, but this is something that especially, let's say, 3rd through 5th graders, this is a kneaded eraser, and it's spelled with a K, like kneaded. And this is a really important artist's tool, you know. You can shape it and erase. You can do a lot of very fancy erasing techniques with this.
Did you hear what he said about me? He said I'm fancy. Did you hear that, guys? I'm fancy.
Eraser. Let's not get too full of ourselves. And let's see, here's just a pack of colored pencils. Personally, I don't really love crayons that much. I find it really hard to do much with them. Most of you probably have crayons, but if you could get just a simple pack of colored pencils, that's great. Or even these are watercolor pencils, and you can use them like regular colored pencils, and then take a watercolor brush and do washes with that. I know a lot of you probably love drawing with markers. There's so many different kinds of markers and colored pens. You know, there are gel pens and all kinds of things, but a set of markers is great. This is a basic watercolor set. I like this brand, Prang, but whatever you can get is fine. And you're going to want a good brush. Okay, some of these watercolor sets come with terrible brushes. These come with a pretty good brush. It's a little small, but it holds its shape well. So that's pretty important. It's a nylon brush. They call them Taklon. I guess that's a kind of nylon. Sort of, some of them, sometimes they're reddish, sometimes they're white. And some kind of modeling clay is great. Love to do some 3D stuff with you. It's just oil-based clay. It never gets hard. So you can just, you know, when you're done with one thing, you can just squish it down and make something new with it. And what else? Those are the basic things, I think. Of course, glue. We'll need some glue if we do collage. This is just a plastic plate. You can mix colors on it. I'm sure everyone's got a scissor. These are oil pastels. These are crayons. They're kind of smudgy, like smudgy, oily crayons. This is tempera. I would say if you've got watercolors, that's fine. If you also want to get some tempera, if you have some, that's great. If we could get some colored paper, construction paper, even if it's just scraps that you collect, and just instead of throwing away any kind of colored paper that you have, wrapping paper, whatever, just keep it on the side. These are chalk pastels. They're kind of fun. They can be a little messy, but you know, I would say that's not absolutely necessary. But and last but not least, of course, is paper. Drawing paper. I know some of you guys were doing projects in your notebooks, but if you could get some basic drawing paper, that's great. This is kind of heavyweight paper. It's 90 pounds. It's so heavy. No, each page isn't 90 pounds. This you can do watercolor on. You could really spend some time on a drawing with it, smudging and erasing, and it won't fall apart. So this is 9 by 12 size. And all right, so I think if we can just get started with a basic setup like that, then we'll be in business.